So I just wanted to get on here briefly and share a dream that I had a few nights ago, and then last night. Probably okay. So maybe the dream was like 3 or 4 days ago by now. Let's see, maybe Monday. So 3 4 days ago was the dream. Um, I wanted to get out all the zodiac monthlies first, though. So I like to have them all in one chunk, so there's no break, so it's easy to find all of them, and they're all in one place and everything. So, um, so I had the dream a few nights ago, and so I had that dream at night, and that same day, when I was on a walk, I saw this man dressed in all white, and he looked kind of like a shorter, stocky, not really shorter, but maybe my height, like 5'8", or a little bit shorter for a man. Okay, so, or maybe even a couple inches shorter than me, but like stocky kind of, like thick, like a German. He kind of looked like an Aztec warrior. Actually, he was I think he was Hispanic probably, but he looked like this like Aztec warrior. Okay, and then dressed in all white shoes, white shirt, white pants, white everything. And then I had a dream that night, okay, about my twin. And so I'll speak about it while I show you these cards that I drew last night. But I didn't share the reading until today because, like I said, with the monthly zodiac readings, I wanted to, keep them all together. So I can't remember what the rest of the cards were, but it doesn't really matter because I just needed confirmation about this process, okay, about the dream. So let me find the cards here. Oh yeah, that's right. They're not in order now because I used them for all the readings. So here, let me. Okay. So. King of Pentacles, where are you? Okay. So, like I said, so I saw that guy in all white. Then I had this dream about my twin, where I saw him getting out of a car, kind of like he was going into an event center where a bunch of people were converging. And I saw him standing there before he started walking in, and he looked like he was in all white except for a little bit like of a swirl, like a little bit of a swirl of blue at the top, like where he was wearing like white slacks and a white blazer, except for that little swirl of blue at the top where the like shoulders kind of like swirled around the arm a little bit and up. Okay, so it was like a little hint of blue left in there. Okay. And so what I got from that, because God will speak to you in ways that you understand, and I understand this concept now. So the little hint of blue that was left was the last little bits of the first initiation. Okay, so this is the 3-phase LOTUS, the stages, okay? And so when I did a reading last night, specifically for me and my twin, and to just confirm how I interpreted the dream, if I did that accurately. And what I got was, yes, that was correct. It was, so the first stage is the blue lotus, and that's the initiate, okay? Knave of Pentacles. This is how I did a reading, just like I usually do. This is the center cross, and these are the ones that I lay down first. So, first card I laid down was the King of Pentacles. Then I saw the Knight of Pentacles, and I said, okay, so it was just those two cards. I said, if the next one is the Knave of Pentacles, I'm going to shit myself. But not really, I mean, because I should expect this kind of stuff by now. But I don't know why I even needed confirmation. But, you know, I'm Capricorn. I like it to be tangible. So, no shit, and yeah, that was the next card. And sometimes you can just, as clairsentient, you can just feel something coming. So, and because I saw the King and then the Knight, I thought, well, if the next card is the Knave, then that's confirmation that the dream of that 3-stage progression, okay, the first stage, the blue lotus, that's when you start on the path. Then the second stage is the white lotus. That's the purification. Okay. The white, pure. Okay. I saw this man dressed in all white. And people have been inspired to wear all white lately. And summertime, yeah, I understand. But, so the synchronicity that's happening. So I see this guy in all white. I have this dream about my twin. Or I could have had the dream first and then seen the guy in all white. Okay, so it was just one confirming the other, so it doesn't really matter. It's all one reality. Or all realities as one. So, and then the final phase, the third lotus, is like, you know, the violet or the magenta, okay, or the pink. So I laid those two cards down. I said if the next one's the Knave, then that's confirmation that they're almost all the way pure through and have a strong hold on the second phase of, so that's the purification, the smiting, okay. The fire and water, so the fire purifies you, the water brings you the truth, okay, so the information that's pure. So that's where they are. It's like they still have just a little inkling of the initiate. Okay, so they're a higher initiate, but not all the way fully embodied. Okay, so they still have a little ways to go as far as this full enlightenment. Okay, but it was like, in the dream, they were all converging into this place, okay, to go get the next phase of their learning. First, it was like them, you know, my twin was like staring at me and just sitting in the desk, you know, okay, if you saw the last dream one that I had about my twin, and that was the last dream, I think that was the last time I dreamt about him, was when I posted that. So I don't know, a couple weeks ago, or whatever the date was on that. I think I posted that the next day after I had it, or that morning. So this was the next dream that I had, and it was like the next level of the initiate, the higher initiate now. So they're going to the next higher phase of learning. Okay, that's the purification. So they're still not here yet, okay, but they're on their way there, okay, and he was very focused, okay. When the first dream, he was staring at me a lot. The next this one that I'm talking about now, that happened a few days ago, that dream, he was ready to go. He knew he had to be somewhere at a certain time. He was focused on what he had to go learn. I mean, he saw me, acknowledged me, but there wasn't any of the staring or anything. He just was off and going into the... And I had like a bottle of champagne in my hand, it felt like. And I was just like going off over here to sit by the creek with some people and chill out on the grass, and we were just kind of like, oh yeah, whatever. We didn't really care. There wasn't any... It was just like, oh, there they go to class, like dropping your kid off at school or something. It wasn't like the first day of dropping your kid off. It was like the millionth day of dropping your kid off, where you're just like, okay, good, see you later. Yeah, I'm gonna go have mommy time now. Right? It was kind of like that. So it was very nonchalant. So those divine feminine who resonate with that. And just an update, and this is my personal dream and personal metaphysical, seeing the guy in all white, and then the reading that I did specifically for my twin flame and myself last night. This is what I'm sharing with you guys. Okay, so it might just help you, keep that hope alive as well. And another important thing is that this was the center core. Okay, so both twins, this is what's happening to everyone. Okay, all the twin flames that are at, who are resonating with what I'm sharing. Okay, so I hope that made sense and I wasn't too all over the place and jumbled around. I'm kind of tired, but I wanted to get this out. But yeah, I just had a nice bath and meditated, and it's almost to where you're almost like asleep, but you're not asleep in the bath, not that I would drown, believe me, there's not enough water to cover me, but yeah, it was very, especially after you do a lot of readings, it's really important I would take a nice long bath, meditate, even take a nap, just release all those energies. So, so I'm going to rest some more. I am probably going to do a shamanic reading and an oracle reading, but I'm a little bit, after all the monthly zodiac readings, I'm a little bit tongue-tied trying to get right, so it happens, and brain fog, right? So I will probably do a solstice reading pretty soon, within the next week, and then the shamanic reading, that's going to be a paid reading, and then also so a monthly one, but it's going to be for a time period, like maybe from the solstice to 4 weeks, 30 days from that, so that month, that 30-day period. So if you're interested in that will be available for purchase when that's ready and available. So the oracle, that'll be for like a month long, a month's worth of oracle messages, and then a month's worth of shamanic messages. So those will be two separate readings, each probably I think I'm gonna do those special ones for $349, and the monthly twin flame, oh yeah, that's right, so that's what I was going to say. I was going to do a reading later on tonight or a little later today for the twin flame monthly for June, and that will be $1 more than the weekly. So those, I believe, are $149, so the monthly is $249. And then the specials, the shamanic special reading and the special oracle reading will each be $349. So, and then I'll share plenty of stuff in between that I think could help you guys out too. If it doesn't really, I don't think it really applies to the collective, then I won't. But I thought you guys could get something from that, and sharing my dream, and then the seeing the guy in white, all the confirmation. So I like to get a lot of confirmation before I share it, because I just want to make sure that the messages are accurate, so that I'm interpreting them clearly, right? So, all right, I hope that helped. I love you all. Blessings to you all. Peace be upon you all. And that wily mouse, I know, there it is. Okay, it's so tiny. All right, love you guys. Peace, blessings.